Guys, okay, here we go. We are live now, okay? This is the Late Late Horror Show live stream horror chat. We're going to start doing this every Saturday, I hope. We got a lot of people in here, so it may be a little chaotic, but that's okay, man. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some horror. And whatever the heck else we want to talk about, it does not matter. We were just talking about killer hair movies, so, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I am the Late Late Horror Show.
Dino, it doesn't say we're live, by the way.
We're not. It should be in a second. It's streaming, so.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
Okay, yeah, no, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I'm the Late Late Horror Show. I'm mostly got my audio podcast style show on iTunes, so check me out there. But anyways, I also got Luke, Confused Reviews on YouTube.
What's up?
I got Pat, Horror Movie Review Guy. He's here. And I got Brian Gatto, Horror Show Entertainment, right?
Yep, sir.
Okay, and we got Cecil Laird, and... Go ahead, Cecil.
I was going to say, what's up? Sorry, I should have waited.
And his co-host, Fuego, Jamie and
Fuego is yeah.
From
How's it
the
going, man?
Horror Show. And they're all great channels, so there you go. Everybody I know, I liked. They all got some different stuff. Everybody's got their own style to their channel, which is kind of cool. So that's how I kind of connected with all these guys. And yeah, so here we go, man. Let's let loose. We got a live stream, a chat. Like I said, we'll try not to go over everybody's while they're talking in here. We'll try to get points out, but you know what? Who cares? It's all for fun, man. I don't.
We got a viewer from Northern Ireland.
We do. You know, I'm going.
Pamela Cameron says hi from Northern Ireland. So, hi.
So it's going live. Everything's fine. The video looks good. Is anybody looking?
Yeah.
I am at myself. Yeah.
I just realized that you're backwards than you are on Google Hangout. You're backwards.
Okay, yeah, I am. It's because of the way the OBS is set up. I don't know. It's weird. But
that's cool.
Yeah. But anyways, you guys. So, man, I don't even know where to start. I guess we can talk about you guys' thoughts on the past year and horror movies and what you guys thought. I could tell you
shit.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll leave that to maybe maybe Cecil, I think, maybe Brian, maybe Pat, but I really haven't watched a whole lot of new horror movies because I'm still stuck in the old school horror, and I'm catching up on every 80s horror movie there is. So, when it comes to the new stuff,
18.
Hands up in the air, man. But what do you guys think of it? I guess I can go with Luke. Luke said shit. So
okay, hold on.
Yeah, we can. Sorry.
Go ahead, Luke.
Let me say, the only 3 horror movies I liked this year were The Conjuring 2, Don't Breathe, and Hush. Other than that, fuck it.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Go ahead.
So I'm actually down with your choices, man. Thank God you didn't mention Lights Out, because I thought that was overrated and very terrible. Amen.
And Brian, you're probably gonna kill me, but I hated The Shallows.
I saw your top 10 words.
It was terrible.
I loved it.
Sorry, but I hated
terrible.
You're actually going to lose to me and Cecil for this one because The Shallows was amazing. Wonderful shot.
Wait, what?
Very, very good. So
first shark.
Shallows was great, man.
Yeah, for like a theatrical shark movie, writing off the success of not writing off the success. I mean, like coming out in a time where there's Sharknado and there's Sharktopus.
Oh,
you got the shark.
Obviously, The Shallows looks like Citizen Kane
compared
to Sharknado.
Right, yeah.
Man, this was far superior compared to those films, man.
That's what I'm saying. And then you got this movie coming out called The Shallows, and they're actually seeming to put effort into it. And that's why it reaches higher points for me than most Sci-Fi Channel movies.
If I thought it was that bad, I would have put it at 2. I put it at I think 8 or something. Like it wasn't good, but I didn't despise it. Like
it wasn't bad.
It was
not
okay.
for sure.
Get it, man.
I think Blake Lively did good. for
That's
her.
actually one like reassuring thing for this film is even people who didn't like it, they said
Didn't
it
hate
was
it.
okay. You know, it was like artistry.
It was bad,
shot.
but it could have been worse.
Yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. You know, everybody
That should-
thought that
that
it
should
was
be what's on
solid.
the
You
box
know,
cover.
even if it wasn't amazing.
That should-
So
That should be on the DVD cover. It was bad, but it could have been worse.
Yeah.
There was a
I'm
lot of
just looking
stupid,
forward to
there was a
Meg.
lot of stupid things that happened in that movie, and she looked damn hot. That's all I got to say. But
Yeah,
well,
for
agreed.
being
We
stuck on
all
the
know
rock,
that,
she was
dude.
gorgeous.
I know that's a given. I know. But you know, there were a lot
Mrs.
of
Deadpool did a great job.
Deadpool was phenomenal.
who the hell Ubers and goes way out where they don't even know where the hell they're going, and just say, let me here. I'm gonna stay till the sun goes down, and
You don't know the
don't
answer
know.
to that. It's someone in a horror movie. Come on.
I know. You got to look past it. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know how many people Jason would have killed if they weren't stupid? Probably like 2,
With about
maybe
10,
3.
there you go, with about 10 different weapons. But yeah.
I'm looking forward to Meg. It's another shark movie, but it's about a megalodon.
Okay,
And-
ironically, there was a lot of other shark movies out right now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Jason Statham has this film coming up, which is Meg, and then
Yeah.
there's the other one with that babe from Saved, which is Mrs. Mandy Moore. Who knows?
Ooh.
Is
If
that-
it's gonna be Mandy Moore.
Yeah,
Sorry.
how's she look
I have
now?
a personal opinion about Mandy Moore because I love her so much and she's such of the hotness. I'm sorry, guys. It's very opinionated, but
Mandy Moore's
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
she is very
Change
hot.
Dive looks
but,
really good.
I think it's either In Too Deep or like 47 meters deep or something.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a film that was originally supposed to come out this year, but then after the success of The Shallows, an international distributor was like, okay, we're going to jump on the trend, man, and we're going to just toss that stuff out next year. So we were
Okay.
going to see that in the fall, and now it comes out next summer, which is kind
I
of
vote-
crappy for friends like me, who were just very anxious for it. So
I've already seen
Yeah.
In the Deep, and I've reviewed it.
you saw it. Oh man.
No, but
It was online.
honestly,
Oh, I know
other-
it was online, but we try to keep to the screeners
Yeah.
sent to us and stuff
Fuego,
like that.
Fuego, check your phone, Fuego.
Yeah. Oh, Cecil!
Check your
I love
phone.
you, man. Where? Cecil is here. Cecil is in the house. What up, dude?
Fuego,
Other than,
check your
like-
phone.
Fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah, Fuego.
What's that?
Check your phone.
Other than the Cabin in the Woods and like the Evil
Actually, I
Dead
have a
remake,
beer now.
Yeah, Luke.
Don't Breathe was the shit. Like that was probably my
good. Man.
besides the Cabin in the Woods and like the Evil Dead remake. That's probably my favorite horror movie from like the past, like the 2010s. Honestly, I loved it.
The
Yeah,
one
it
with
is.
Mandy Moore? Seriously?
What movie? What movie?
Don't breathe.
In the deep or okay, Don't Breathe. Well, that's very different from the shark movies we were just talking about, buddy.
I know I was trying to change it before we spent an hour and a half talking about the Shallows.
I can appreciate that, man, but man, we were talking shark movies, dude.
Ay, shark movies.
Turn off your phone. We're in a movie.
Sorry you're having problems, Cecil. I'm.
That's actually the guy on our show.
God, you're choking me.
Oh boy. Okay,
Cecil's
well, hey, how about anything else? Pat, what did you think about 2016? Anything?
Oh, he's muted. I don't know.
No, I'm actually
Live.
curious why my co-host is calling me, so I'm.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
no, I had I had two things on mute. 2016.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
He said to pick up your phone. Maybe
Yeah, that's some good music, man.
I have that
Yeah,
same ringtone.
sorry.
Okay, so Pat, you all right, man, with your audio there? No. Okay. I guess he's having some problems. Well, how about you, Brian? Anything else grab your attention this year when it comes to?
Yeah. The Conjuring 2 is awesome.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I did like that.
I enjoyed
the
Lights Out. I enjoyed Lights Out. It wasn't as good as The Conjuring 2. Nowhere near, but it was still enjoyable. Clown, which was the movie about the guy putting on the clown costume, and he becomes the clown over time. That was really good.
Oh,
Didn't see it, but I love clowns. So this guy right here. Where is he? Back here, hanging up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love clowns, man.
Oh, I actually just watched the entire Phantasm franchise this year. I had never seen any one of them before.
Oh, you haven't? What did you think?
And I loved all of them except for part 4.
Okay. Yeah. Phantasm series, man. You can't go wrong there. That's for sure. Good one.
Right.
a great theme.
Oh,
I know, it's awesome.
Heck yeah.
I gave the first one. I love the first 3, and the 5th one is actually better than most people make it out, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about the new one?
Just,
Did you see the new one that just came out then? Yeah.
Yeah, the 5th one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. It was
knowing the tall man, this is out of my element.
Yeah, it was better than part 4, but not as good as the first 3, in my opinion.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good.
But Phantasm 4, it was not the worst movie ever. It could have been a lot better though, but the budget really held it back.
Wow.
Have like a really short budget or something.
I think it was for the time. It was like $650,000, which wasn't much for a 1998 movie.
Is that when the first one came out?
No, the first one came out in 1979.
That's what I was gonna say. I could.
Oh yeah, old.
Yeah.
School.
Yeah, very old school. Very old.
Even for 1990, that's really small.
Yeah. And
like Halloween from '78 is only like 325,000.
Yeah, Phantasm. I think the first one was 300,000.
Yeah, so.
And the second and the third one were like in the millions, and then the fourth and the fifth were kind of like in the lower budget, underneath $1 million.
I love when a horror movie like the original has like a minuscule budget and it's fantastic, and then the sequel has like millions of dollars and it's shit.
Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's what I love.
Idiot Hollywood. That's what
Which
that
one?
is.
Part 2?
No, I like that movie. It's just not as good as the first one.
Well, obviously, it's a horror. There's a guy who picks at his head plate with a fucking hot iron. Obviously, it's not serious.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I know. It's just I prefer the first one because it was just it felt so real.
Oh
and
yeah.
The second one felt so Hollywood. Not Hollywood. It felt so production, like had a bigger production value, and had everything going for it.
That's usually what you get when they do a second, third, fourth, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I reviewed that with Carter, and I wanted to do like a dual personality thing where like he talks about how it's shit and I talk about how it's good, so you can get like both sides. And I think I ended up giving it a B.
I never seen that review of yours.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think I made him give it a C or something.
A C. That's
you're probably
not
gonna
good.
hate me for this, but I don't love, but I do respect Texas Chainsaw 3D. Because if you watch the making of that thing, that took a lot of effort and time to make that movie, and they tried to pay respect. I know, but they also tried to pay respect to the original movie. Without
the only the only word I can use to describe Texas Chainsaw 3D is eh. Like again, like the Shallows could have been worse.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that new Leatherface movie coming out, the one where he's like a teenager, escaping a mental asylum or something.
Yeah, the prequel, the beginning, what happened. Yeah, I can't wait for that either. But
is everything good out with my sound now?
Pat?
Holy hell! Turn it down.
No.
Holy hell!
Is
Turn
it
your
loud?
sound down. It's really loud.
Oh boy. Okay.
There you go.
Help!
What's going on?
Okay, I don't know. For some reason, when I hook it up through this other monitor, it doesn't pick up. I was actually talking about 2016 till it occurred to me that you could hear me.
We weren't even listening to. No, yeah, you sound good now.
Why is everyone?
What's that?
What's up, Pat?
Oh, not too much. 2016, I didn't check out too much. Mostly collecting VHS tapes, and then I was delayed. But I don't know. I've come across some unique stuff from the past, I guess. But released in 2016, I didn't make it to the theaters this year for a horror. But this upcoming year, I don't know. We'll see what comes out. I don't know what's going on in terms of the big franchises. Child's Play 7 or Cult of Chucky.
Cult of
That looks
Chucky.
good.
I'm so.
Well, yeah, I mean, talking about
Honestly.
the future of horror here, man, I
Can they just get that Friday one off the fucking ground already? It's not that hard. Just have a guy in a hockey mask kill a few teenagers in cool ways, and we're good. I'll buy 6 tickets.
Well, yeah, Luke, we were talking about that, man. When I was actually talking about the Cult of Chucky and stuff like that, which, whatever. I mean, I think they bring back Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, all of them. And let's go back to where it all started. Let's make it simple, let's not make it complicated and, put as much... You can make it on the cheap, get some good characters in there, and let them kill and bring it back to the old school, I mean, and that's what I'm looking for with some of these movies anymore, because I can't take what they're doing to these movies, man. I haven't for a long, long time. So,
I honestly hate... I don't hate the Friday 13th remake, but I kind of do. I like it, but I hate it. I hate the Elm Street remake. I hate both the Halloween ones. Just make a good fucking horror movie already.
Hey Dino, what's your problem with the Cult of Chucky thing? I watched your video, and by the way, you should have set your boy straight about taking Chucky's batteries out wouldn't do anything. He didn't have batteries in the whole first movie.
No, I told him that. I said there's a soul in there, man. What are you talking about? See, so we joke, man. It's all about that's the way we go, our camaraderie. So you're gonna hear crap.
Oh no, I'm not coming down. I'm just curious why you're not excited for it.
No. Did I say I wasn't excited? It's not.
Oh, that's just the impression I got. My bad.
Well, no. You're to a point. You're right. I'm kind of I'm sick and tired of what they're doing to I mean, we can go back to all of the stuff, even Pinhead, Hellraiser, Jason, all of them. They just started getting out of control, and the stories sucked, and they got rid of the real feel of the first movies were, and Chucky. Even though I enjoyed every one of the Chucky movies in some way. That's a series that actually most of them I like, but I think I was veering off into again talking about if they're going to continue to make these movies. Like Jason, Halloween, Chucky, whatever.
Which they will, because they make money.
Right, but let's make it, old school again, and let's make it a little bit more simple, and let's just have Chucky, go around killing.
Did you watch Curse?
I have not watched Cursed yet. No. So.
See, that's exactly what they did with Curse, though. They brought it back.
Good. Okay.
They brought it back to its original. It belongs more with 1 and 2 than it belongs with 4 and 5 for sure.
Yeah, Ted told me that. He said you got to watch Curse. So.
Yeah, Curse.
Other than Chucky looking shitty, he looks terrible in that movie. I thought that was a great one.
Luke, I get the impression you don't like many movies past the mid '90s, maybe. I don't know.
I'm a cynical asshole, but I like lots of movies. I'm just very picky.
I am picky and very with the newer ones. I am. I'm probably one of the more older people here. I'm 46, so whatever. So I like the old cheesy '80s that it just clings to me. I love it. And all this new stuff it's not doing it for me. It's just either way too violent, gore. It's all about the blood, and where are the great stories, the great characters? Where's the new batch of
James Wan?
What's that?
James Wan.
Korean.
He's presenting all that.
Adam Green.
Yeah, Adam Green does okay. I'm not a huge fan of that. What is it? The blood? Oh god! Oh, the marrow, the bone marrow one. What is it?
Oh, digging up the marrow.
The marrow. Yeah. No, but James Wan, Dino, he was Conjuring 1 and 2, Insidious 1 and 2. He did do the last Fast and the Furious, and he is doing what is it? Fuego? Is he doing the Flash next?
Okay,
so I might have lost Fuego for a second.
Which director is this?
James Wan. He also did Saw and Dead Silence.
Insidious.
Yeah.
Wait, did he do that one?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay.
He did the first two Insidious, then he did The Conjuring 1 and 2, and he's planning on doing Conjuring 3 up to sometime this year or next.
I don't know.
Well, we are. I'm paying. Oh, sorry. We are paying attention to the chat. I am reading the chat, but I suppose we're looking more for questions to play off B.
Yeah,
but as far as ginger snaps, if you want an opinion on ginger snaps, I don't know. I'm not huge on it, but what does the room think?
I love ginger snaps.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I guess an elaboration on it.
Are we talking about a movie or the cookie?
Yeah, molasses isn't baked into that, right?
Because I haven't seen the movie, but I like the cookies. So
I think it's a really good coming of age story for teenage girls, and it has good lore in it. You know, like ways that she becomes a werewolf over time is really cool, and it plays out really well. And I like the atmosphere, the mood. It feels really Octoberish, fallish. You know, it has like that nice suburban setting. So.
And Brandon White's here. Hey, what's going on? Morgan Wellburn. Who saw Autopsy of Jane Doe? I haven't seen that.
Heard of it.
I've seen trailers. It looks weird, but cool.
I just did. I just did a Hammer Horror Vampire Lovers, and man, was 1970. That was man, that's as lesbian as it comes, man. It was hot as hell, but the same aspect that sucked. Ted got me into doing 4 Hammer movies, so oh my god, he loves Hammer horror. I don't like it as much, and so we did this last one, Vampire Lovers, and it was right on the cusp of that, 1970, where the eroticism started coming into the horror movies, and man, was there a lot of breasts, and these two girls were just going at it. It was just unbelievable.
I still think a lot of the older movies have a lot of eroticism too. They're just they're hinted ever so slightly, but you know exactly what's going on.
This one was
off the top of my head, but
yeah. I think see, so what I was getting at with the I'm just old school horror all the way, no matter what. And I think just like one of the things I talked about, The Mummy, the new one coming out with Tom Cruise. They were supposed to have the whole Universal monsters.
They're trying to do that.
Yeah,
and I'm hopeful.
I'm not hopeful at all. I mean, you look at The Mummy and you see Tom Cruise and you see big special effects.
Oh, I'm sure.
You see the Mummy. You see the girl is full form body. She looks like she's blowing half the country up. It's like, what's going on here, man? The Mummy's, it comes out of the graves, half, ashes and stuff. I mean, let's bring it back old school with some good stories and see where it takes us. I'm sick of all this.
Dino,
I'm so disappointed.
I'm thinking the first one's like, The Mummy's gonna be terrible, and then they're gonna go, maybe we should listen to the people who actually buy these movies, and then maybe like the third or fourth one in, we're gonna get an amazing one. That's what I'm hoping. By the time we get to like Bride of Frankenstein, maybe we'll get a good one.
I don't know.
Not a cheap plug, but that's pretty much what I complained about in the thing that I wrote on the editorial. But just saying, like the structure of scripts and everything, and how they're marketing stories is. I don't know. They're just repackaging. Oh yeah. And even when they come up with like a new story, and I don't want to be like, oh, there's no new stories because blah blah blah. Going back to the what is it, the original 7 stories you can tell type of thing or whatever. But it's just that the venues that we choose to like air that medium through, like even the theater, to the structure of it having to make sense, or I just find it's overly structured, and then as soon as something becomes popular, I'm not actually looking forward to Slender Man in a weird way because it feels like the internet's campfire story got kidnapped by a corporation.
What Slender
that's
Man?
kind of-
I'm
That's
sorry.
what
What
that
Slender Man
one-
are you referring to?
Sorry,
What Slender Man are you referring to?
the movie Slender Man.
There's not a new
Is that
Slender Man movie
happening?
coming out though.
There's not a what?
There's not a Slender Man movie happening. There's a behind the scenes documentary happening on HBO.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm pretty sure there's a movie grab for it. Somebody went and
No.
they're gonna
It's
make
called.
it.
I think what you're talking about. It's called The Bye Bye Man or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Slender Man.
Slender Man.
There you go. Yeah, that's a little different, but yeah, no,
That's what I'm. That's gonna be the first movie I see this year, unfortunately. And
But isn't that basically Slender Man?
that's what I was about to say. Is it looks like they couldn't get the rights to Slender Man, so they go, "Fuck it, we'll make one up."
No,
Same
no,
thing.
it's really more Candyman than anything else. You're not supposed to say his name. You're not supposed to think his name. So it's really closer to Candyman and Bloody Mary.
yeah.
Maybe
than anything else.
Candyman and Slender Man had like a one night thing, and then out popped the Bye Bye Man, and here we are, 2017.
It's because that's what they said to each other the next morning. Bye bye, man.
They were like,
Well, there you
"We're
go.
gonna make a January movie out of this."
Yeah, it really sucks too because that film was rated R for like bloody horror violence, and then all of a sudden they changed it to PG-13. I'm like, how the hell do you even do
For more
that?
money.
Yeah, well, I know it's for more money, but like, how the hell can they edit it to be like, oh, it's a hard R, now it's gonna be a hard PG-13?
And who the hell
For
can't get
more
the
money.
rights to Slender Man? Slender Man's a fictional character out there, so I would think anybody
Yeah,
can make a
some guys
movie
on
on
YouTube
Slender
made
Man.
like a 3-season thing about Slender Man.
Yeah, it's not that people can't get the rights. There have been two straight to VOD Slenderman movies. One, I can't remember the names of either, but one of them starred Doug Jones as the Slender Man. And interestingly enough, Doug Jones is also playing the Bye Bye Man in that movie.
Huh.
Whoa.
Huh,
See,
okay.
it is Slender Man.
Well, technically the actor underneath, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting though, yeah.
What about
I love that you have
Toss Me?
Wishmaster on your table, by the way, Dino.
Oh, thanks, Cecil.
It's actually called Dinjin.
You mean the Jin? You don't pronounce
Shit.
the D. It's like
Shit.
Django.
very
Damn
good,
it.
Cecil. There you go. Very good, man.
Cecil!
The
I thought I
paranormal
had it.
popping out there. Very
I don't
good.
want to brag, but I bought Wishmaster 1 and 2 on DVD for $3. I'm pretty well versed in there.
I don't want to brag, but I'm old enough to have seen it in the theater.
Damn it!
Same here. Same here, man.
That's what you guys all have on me, honestly.
Oh, you're such a kid, Luke.
I know. Damn it.
But the thing is, you kind of like the older stuff more than
Oh,
the
yeah.
new stuff. It seems so. You know, you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, to a point, you know. I was trying to look deep into myself and say, you know, am I just getting old and I just don't get what the new crop of movies, you know, horror that's coming out is? I mean, I actually look abroad for horror movies right now. A lot coming out of New Zealand and Australia and even some
A lot of good direct to Netflix horror movies been coming out.
yeah.
You know, Luke, if anybody says that you're too young, just remember they're probably going to die first.
Oh, jeez.
I got a little edgy right there.
Yeah.
No,
what does that mean, Pat? What's going on there?
I'm just saying if someone's slighting him for being too young, just be like, whatever, dude. You're gonna be in a box before me, so enjoy the slight now. I'll be laughing later.
Yeah. That's
Keep it light. Just keep it light.
Oh man.
What do you guys think of the Purge movies?
1 and 2 are terrible, and I like the third one.
Yes, that's my opinion. I love the third one. I mean, I like the second one. It's okay. I love the third one.
See, that's what I said. Like as soon as I walked out of the theater for the second one, I was like, they could have done a lot better, and I really hope they do. And then third one came out.
Yeah, first one's it wasted the premise, but it was like a decent home invasion movie. But it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be a broader spectrum of story. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What about you, Cecil?
Did someone just ask me? Oh, okay. There you go. What was the question? I'm sorry. I ran to get a shot glass.
Purge movies.
What was it?
On the Purge?
What do you think of the Purge movie?
Purge
Are you asking about the Purge movies?
Yes, talk about them.
I actually so I actually progressed with the movies. I was not a fan of the first one at all.
Hey Emma, spooky astronauts.
I thought the second one was better, but still not great. Like that's kind of what the first one should have been. And then the third one, I thought they really finally hit a story that, while at the trailer I was like, I don't know, but then they really pulled it out. I thought it was executed really well, and I really enjoyed it. You know what it was? I found it immensely satisfying. That's my best way to put it.
Of course, they're gonna make a fourth one because.
Well,
I know. It's like what, but like the girl, I don't remember her name in the movie, but she's like, I want my candy bar, bitch. And then when she finally gets hit by that truck and shot in the face, that was the best.
That was what I meant by satisfying.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
For me, that's what the Insidious movies are. Opposite. Like, I love the first one. The second one could have been better, but I liked it. Third one,
Yeah.
What I was pissed that the second one, they finally used the same sound cue at the very end, alluding to the fact that we were going to get to see Redface Demon again, and then we never see him. Like,
Darth Maul, where are you at?
That was the coolest thing about it, and they never brought him back. But I guess maybe because it was too Darth Maul. Yeah, but that's a follow up to part 3.
Yeah, I heard that too. That's a follow up to part 3.
Third one's a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've only seen it once. I'm trying to recollect. Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, and like there was so many teenagers in that movie theater that were just screaming their heads off, and I was like,
"Oh yeah,
this is why I don't." Then I was like, "This is why I don't come to PG-13 rated horror films in the theater."
I laughed so hard in Insidious 3 when the chick got hit by the car. I don't know. I know that's kind of like an asshole thing to say, but just the way it looked and the sound effect, I laughed so hard. I jumped.
I jumped. I didn't expect it to come. Then I laughed afterwards because it was like, what?
Yeah.
Third Insidious was awesome. Emma.
Yeah.
You know what? Purge, I just watched the first movie, and I never went on to the second or the third, so I don't know if I even should. You guys would.
Well, the third was the best, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we just for story's sake, with one of the characters, you should watch the second one too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Cecil.
Yo.
You know what's funny is you know how you said like, do you like any movie after 1990? My favorite movie from 2016 is The Nice Guys, which is like an homage to 80s action movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right.
I never actually watched that one yet.
It was a good movie.
Oh, I've seen it 5 times.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really good.
Part of the problem of putting out 2 episodes a day means you have very little time to consume any other form of pop culture.
Can I ask you, Cecil, how the hell you do that, man?
Whoa, what? I heard 2 of you.
Sorry, Cecil. I was going to ask you, how the hell do you do that, man?
Do what?
You're
do
them out.
2 episodes a day?
Oh my god! Yeah.
You know, it's honestly, it's been worth it. I know I mentioned to you and Dino that we grew our audience this year, but technically we quadrupled our audience this year. We went from 1,600 to 6,700, and I think part of it was our increase of output in the summer. Technically, I guess about September we started doing 2 a day, because I had heard that in YouTube algorithms that kind of helps your channel grow. It pushes your videos up higher. So I was like, well, why not? It happened. It's just so happened that we had a bunch of extra convention spotlight episodes.
Yeah.
So we were never going to get to them at just 1 a day, because we had so much new content of trailer reactions and reviews and stuff coming. So I said, well, why not just burn them off as the 2nd episode a day for a while? And so it's just turned out we've been able to keep pace. Now, quite honestly, we're going to be out of our backlog probably by the end of January. So we might drop to 1 a day again in February. But I mean, as of right now, it's still doing well for us. So it's a lot of editing. I'll tell you that much. It's a hell of a lot of editing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, good for you. I mean, as long as you enjoy it, man, and you know, it's something that you love doing, man. Keep doing it, you know. But woo, I don't know how you do it. That's all.
I just think of it like this. It's cool to think about the fact that, about roughly the same number of people that you can fit into Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con gather twice a day to watch the show that I produce. So that kind of keeps me going, even though technically I know that's not really the case because it just pops into their feed or whatever. But if I think of it like that, it helps, There's that many people that are interested enough to have subscribed. So that's cool for me.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I don't think I've changed since the very first time we've done this. Just with the editing and stuff like that, we've done a little bit more. And I found out that what me and Ted does is iTunes all the way. I mean, we're a podcast, but I do throw it up on, other platforms and stuff like that just to get it out there. But I found that what we do is just, people like to listen to us, and which is how, I saw I got you guys on iTunes too. I don't know if you guys have brought one out lately. Have you guys, the horror show?
Oh yeah, we've done weekly podcasts. We're on episode 140 something right now. We've done weekly.
Is it 140 something? No way.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Holy cripe. Okay, well, I mean, you're in my, list there, so.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go check and make sure you're on mine. But yeah, we do that little boy weekly as well.
Wow, yeah, unbelievable, man. I tell you. But oh man. So yeah, anybody else got well, Luke's going to school, so he's a kid, but no.
Whoa.
Wait.
Chill.
What's going on? What's going on? No.
Chill.
I'm just joking.
What do you mean? I'm a cartoon character.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop breaking the illusion.
Luke, are you going to surprise us or something? Because I haven't seen your face in a long time, man.
Oh, yeah. See, I was thinking...
Is something growing off of your face that we don't need to know about or something?
I was thinking horrible scarring.
Yeah. Freddy got me, and now I have 4 giant scars across my face.
Oh, dude, rock that shit.
Tell me.
No, but I was thinking, for my show or whatever, I don't know, by episode 50, I would show my face for the first time or whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something like that.
Okay, because you changed channels, the whole format and everything. So I get what you're doing.
I can just see it now. You'll have a sheet with your cartoon on it, and you'll drop it. And it'll be a paper mask of your cartoon on it
boom.
Instead.
Oh yeah, like in Deadpool.
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
exactly.
He takes off the mask and it's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, exactly. But it'll just be another one of you in a different pose. Like a ha.
I might actually do that now. That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
No, I'll put a face of you as my face.
Surprise!
I was Cecil the whole time.
No, Luke's waiting for him. Well, forget it. I ain't gonna say. No, go ahead.
No.
I know we're gonna be surprised when we see you again. That's for sure. We're gonna be.
Whoa, yeah, I'll show my face. I don't.
He went to Vegas. He got some hookers and got some beer. He came back a man. He lost one arm. Grew it back.
Grew hair in places he didn't have it before.
He's gonna have a beard.
I lost one leg, and now they call me Eileen.
Yes.
You're the worst.
What they thought was your leg, right, Luke?
I got three legs. Yeah, whatever.
Oh man.
I am a tripod.
This took a turn.
Well, hey,
baby, I got a kickstand because you like to ride.
Well, let me ask you guys this, and anybody can go first if they want. I mean, what kind of direction would you guys like Hollywood to start taking these horror movies? Is there any direction you guys would like to see that?
Stop making everything so big and just make it a small movie. If that makes sense.
Those still happen though. Those still happen. You just
hard
gotta look
to find, but yeah, you're right.
I'm talking about the mainstream, the wide release ones is what I mean. I know there's the little ones, but
I'd mostly like Hollywood to go away. To tell you the truth, I just don't like them at all. Everything they do is just shit and just pandering. But that's just me, and it's all about money and importance and crap like that. I found way more entertaining stuff on the average person's channel than I've seen put out in there. And not all stuff is crap. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. I'm not slighting everything, but as far as their angle on it, they don't give a shit about story. They just want buck. So I'm not interested in like Hollywood itself. I take it movie by movie, and I base it on that. Where it comes from is secondary. But yeah,
I think what they need
that's
to
my
do.
thoughts on Hollywood. Very bitter.
I think what they need
I
to do
apologize.
is,
It's all right.
What's that?
sorry, I was just saying. I think what they need to do is look at all these movies that are like indie pictures and just try to give them wider releases, because a lot of these indie movies are a lot better than these Hollywood movies coming in.
It's a shame that
I
like shit like that, like Hush. That's a shame that was direct to Netflix.
Yeah. Or there was another one, I forgot what it was, but it was like straight to DVD.
Because if I
It
feel
was-
like
Clown.
I feel
Clown
like
shit.
if shit like those were in a theater, it'd be such a better experience.
Yeah, maybe if they
No,
put more money behind it too.
I just wanted to throw one thing in, just like even Spooks is saying, like you can't make mainstream independent. I'm not suggesting that there wouldn't be heavy hitters in whatever genre. It's just that the playing field is not even for people to get their content out at all, and to fight tooth and nail to put it. Like, I mean, some movies are laughable, and there's so much nepotism and crap involved in that specific industry that it's like, I don't even like when I watch some of the television shows and things that center around people like that. I wouldn't hire them to like run a fucking lemonade stand, and they're about as charismatic as like a blow up doll, and it drives me insane. And then they put out some shit version of some like half-assed red book, and then some guy takes it over and makes a brutal movie, and some guy that makes some awesome movie doesn't have the that has the same talent as a guy like Michael Bay, kapo, and then and he doesn't get heard because he doesn't have the money to get a better director of photography or someone to buy a permit for him or a location, or they just brush it off through advertising. If you did make a great movie, it's going to get swamped by advertisements, and they murder that for people.
But Pat, your argument's a little counterintuitive to your previous argument, because say you don't, to a previous argument you've had on Facebook about not liking YouTube, because you say you don't like the Hollywood system and all that stuff, and that there's no other way for lesser artists to get their stuff out there, but things like YouTube are exactly that for them.
That's not what I was saying. Well, Cecil Warren, that's not what I was saying in regards to YouTube. I was saying the shift in focus on YouTube is toward that way of pandering to audiences. So, this works, so I'm strictly going to do this, and I see that trending. Not everybody, and not these specific channels actually. I'm not saying don't grow your channel, don't make money off it.
Saying either. I'm saying those creators that you're talking about that are trying to get their stuff out there are doing it in places like YouTube and Vimeo and stuff like that. So it's actually easier for people, independent artists, to get their voice out there than it ever has been. Now, are they getting it as easier? Are they getting as wide as Hollywood? No, but that's never going to be the case.
No, that's true, but I'm not saying that we're at that point. I'm saying it's trending towards that area, and that's what's disappointing me. I'm not saying that we're there yet. I'm saying it's trending towards that area, and that YouTube was a really open space where it was amazing, and now the algorithms are narrowing things down, where if I said, name the top 3 or 4 or 5 channels or whatever, depending on whatever genre, you'd list 2, 3, or 4, and you look at the suggestions and the algorithms and everything like that. I flip through things, like I go to page 60 something or whatever. You just keep going down a list, and you find like really awesome stuff that never sees the light of day. But at the same time, I see it trending that way, and not only that, the dialogue on YouTube as well, in terms of how. Not the trolls and things like that are just giving you a hard time, but just this isn't a very official channel or something like that. There seems to be a loss of sense of play and adventure on YouTube, and it's getting very business model-y, which isn't a problem. It's just that that's become almost an expectation when it used to be YouTube. Like the whole concept was just do whatever the hell you want.
I think things have changed big time. I think Cecil's right that there's more opportunity for people to get their stuff out there because there's way
I
there's
agree.
way
No,
more
I agree with
social
that
media
point.
and
There is
stuff.
more opportunity.
No, yeah, but again, I'm going to say that to find the good stuff, I agree that the independent people can get their stuff out there, but I think it's getting lost in the clutter. YouTube's the second largest search engine after Google. Okay, things are getting lost. It's hard to find stuff. For the person who don't got 2-3 hours a day to go searching and looking for what they really want to get to, like the olden days where you could go through a Blockbuster and look at the shelf and see what's there or whatever. Things are changing. People are doing it on Facebook. There's Periscope Live. There's all kinds of ways to get your stuff out there, which is great. And if people find them and they can deal with being kind of small and hopefully get found and put up there and get that opportunity that they deserve, I think a lot they're just getting lost in the clutter that's out there. And,
well, there is that, but that kind of is driving where I'm going, where I went with that. What I wrote, I don't know if you read the editorial, but just what I was talking about is that now you have this opportunity on a thing like YouTube. YouTube's here now. It might not be or Switch or whatever. But you have this opportunity now, and what is happening that I see is now it's turning from how do I get heard in this kind of cluster of people, as opposed to how much am I really loving what I'm doing. And that's what I'm talking about, because that kills a lot, not all, but a lot of people's urge to experiment. And I don't see how that couldn't kind of pan out as slightly true if you see that the trend on YouTube is definitely clickbait, top 10s, top 5s. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy top 10s and things like that. Everybody does. But it's becoming so common. And then once one thing kind of hooks on a channel, it goes like wildfire across until people get tired of it. And it seems to be tag along for a lot of people just to be heard. And I don't even think a lot of people necessarily want to do exactly what they're doing on their channel, or they feel tied to it for the sake of subscribers and views. And if you get hung up on that, that's where I see that you're killing your own. Like, so what are you in it for, is my question. Is it to be heard for yourself, or is it to get the story heard? And that's all I'm really questioning. And when I see that trend on YouTube, it's just like, I think we're risking killing a good thing.
Well, I see what you're saying, Pat. I really do.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
That's all I mean.
Shout out to Joey Cage. Hi, buddy. Our next video, Vampire Hunters, or Vampire Lovers, we got a shout out to you in the very beginning, buddy, Joey Cage. So check it out. And Spooky's making some good points. But Pat, I think I'm kind of understanding that you're just a little upset with the whole YouTube atmosphere and stuff like that. And honestly, to tell you though, Pat, I'm not sure what happened really, but when I first found you, and I don't know if it's just about the whole growing thing or declining of like viewership and all this stuff, but I found you, and the live streams you used to do and all that kind of little stuff, I actually looked forward to and I really enjoyed, even though maybe a lot of people weren't watching or it was a little bit different than other stuff you were doing on your page. It kept me a fan, and I listened, and I think it's the same thing with like the people I got here. There's a few people that I've been brought into, and I technically don't care what they do. I'm going to be there watching and listening, and because I'm a fan. And I think those people.
I really think I'm being incredibly misunderstood here. Spooks, just to say, it is my personal view on what's going on YouTube. Erase YouTube from the equation here. I don't know. Why would you say like declining views and stuff like that? I haven't even posted anything really in a year.
No. I didn't. Not as your channel. I'm talking about overall. A lot of these channels that are big, and I mean, I've seen it. There's a big decline because YouTube's changing with a lot of these.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm as far as what Spook's saying.
Nothing on
no,
you. We've done stuff in the past. We've always talked since the beginning. So no, nothing with that. Don't take it the wrong way.
No. But I think I may be being misunderstood here. Like Spook's channel, I'm not being critical of that channel at all, or what she does. I enjoy the channel. It's compact and it's of a certain style, and she enjoys what she does. What I'm specifically talking about is a pressure to that people ruin it for themselves, and that I include myself in the lot. I'm just saying that collectively, it seems to be a general push, not everybody. No. I didn't say that you said decline, Spooks. I'm talking to Dino. It was just a misunderstanding. But no, I'm seeing. I don't know how that can't be seen on a platform like YouTube. That hasn't been noticed. That generally it's getting filtered towards more popular channels, and other ones are getting drowned out that are that I really enjoy and stuff like that. But erase YouTube, because YouTube could fold tomorrow. Like people pretend it. Oh no, what are you kidding me? Yeah, of course it can. It's anything could happen in that sense. And also I guarantee you. Well, what I was talking to you about on Facebook earlier, the next site that comes out that I don't really want to get into it and slight YouTube that much, but the next site that comes out and kind of eliminates and evens that playing field will smoke this channel or this website in, I bet you, 5 months. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I hope people aren't getting discouraged because of that to not explore and really go out and do what they want to do and enjoy it, and not feel pressured to go towards some more populist things because of how YouTube is framed, and because of how social media is kind of oriented towards, make sure you get tweets and this and that, and then the system itself of YouTube and how it operates almost becomes like a management operation in itself, and then it kind of takes away from the whole, you shoot something or whatever your content is. You also have to become like a manager on this to keep up with social media, and if there's not a balance in that, or you're inconsistent in some respect, or there's expectations placed on your channel because of how other channels get run, as though each channel is, if you present it in a certain way, that it's your job or employment, or it's YouTube is becoming a little more strange each passing month to me, and a little bit less palatable, like as a platform. Not the people I know, but just overall. And I don't know. It's just I've been a little disappointed with it, and I don't know, especially the discourse, just like on the channels and stuff. It seems to be getting uglier and uglier, and less receptive. That's all. That's all I mean by it. It's not a slight towards what anybody does here.
Whatever,
just,
Pat. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but like, I don't even. That's kind of weird though, because someone like Red Letter Media, who's like my favorite YouTube channel, they get like a lot of fucking views for their 500,000 subs, when someone like Screen Junkies, who has like 5 million, gets mediocre. I think it's kind of the fan base and who's watching, not the website itself. Oh, yeah. Pat's gone.
Pat's gone.
I don't know. That's
No. There he is. He's there. No, Luke, it's all about YouTube's becoming a little bit more commercialized, and I mean they got YouTube Live and stuff. So I think that's kind of the point too, and a lot of the smaller people and stuff. But hey, that's just everything changes, man, and that's just we gotta adapt and find different avenues. And like I said, just Facebook Live, just Periscope. There's all different ways of getting your stuff out there technically, and YouTube is still a free platform, and you could still put it up and out there, and you grow. But I get what he's saying to a point. Definitely, Pat. I understand what he's trying to say. But yeah, I mean, everything grows and becomes commercial. Everybody wants to make money. All these big companies. I mean, YouTube's a big company, and they're going to do everything they can to get the most popular channels out there, and that's just how it is. So. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anybody got a good
before
joke?
we spend a shit ton more time, let's shift back to other things.
Yeah, we've talked about Hollywood and how YouTube operates. Now let's talk about horror.
Yeah. Favorite? Hey, Cecil. Favorite old horror film?
What's old?
You can go back to the 40s. I mean, what really sticks out to you that you
No, I
really...
don't watch anything before 1975.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Oh, so you don't watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Okay, 1973.
So you're not an old black and white.
No, Exorcist was 73, so I think it is 73, right? Or
What about Night of the Living Dead? That's from 1969.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
68. Okay. Night of the Living Dead 68.
Okay.
Exorcist 63.
Oh shit.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 74.
No, I'm a new classics kind of guy. Always have been.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the black and whites don't get you at all, huh?
Oh hell no! No, we actually did a top 3 most overrated things in horror podcast a few weeks back, and my number 1 was Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh God.
Oh well.
Oh, Cecil.
It's
okay,
all
I'm gonna have to go
opinions, but
listen
yeah.
to that. So, oh jeez.
Yeah,
I mean, I look. Again, it's like I can't remember who said it earlier. I get it. I respect it.
No,
but I just don't appreciate it the way everyone else seems to.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I said about like Hammer horror. There's a great big bunch of group. I mean, there's a cult following. So, but I don't get it. I just can't get it. Don't get it. And people go, "You gotta be crazy. This is the best thing ever." And I'm like, I don't see it. So no, I get it. It's just something that I grew up on, and I love the old black and whites and just the atmosphere to it, and just I even do some of our YouTube videos in black and white because I just love it so much. But
yeah, I saw that Chucky one was that way.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I get it.
I love and respect black and white horror movies, but for some reason it's become like a kind of consensus now that if it's black and white, it's kind of like devoid of criticism. Like you kind of can't,
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like if I said on this right now, oh, Psycho's the worst horror movie, everyone would be like, what? Psycho is the best because it's in black and white, and it's the first time they flushed a toilet in a movie, and Alfred Hitchcock's a visionary genius, and Norman Bates used a 12-inch knife rather than a 13 like in the 80s.
And in the remake, you see Anne Heche's butthole.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So it's more family-oriented.
Oh no. Centipede.
Like,
oh boy. No.
That's what would happen. But I don't know.
I still stick by the fact some people say they hate Jaws because it's just about a shark attacking the ocean.
It's not about
a shark attacking people.
Shark
Yeah,
is
no.
like yeah.
Yeah. And then I go out and say, well, if you think that way, then you probably think the same way about Halloween. A guy just escapes from a mental hospital and kills some people. Or Evil Dead. Friends go to a cabin, they get possessed by demons and kill each other. It's generic, but they were the first ones to do it.
I get the Michael Myers comparison, but the Evil Dead comparison is a little different.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about how they have.
People are saying it's like the first of its kind. Yeah,
the first of its kind. Yeah. Like you can't really hate on it because it's like all the others, because all the others came up after it.
Yeah, they copied what they did.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I hate Jaws because it's like every other shark movie. Well, no, you wouldn't have every other shark movie without Jaws, which is a blessing and a curse. Well,
was Jaws the first shark movie? I'm not entirely sure it was.
No, it was. No, there
It
was,
was
one
the first
called
mainstream.
right. No, it was the first one to have a shark as the central killer point. But there were shark movies before that. Like there's one called Shark from 1969. There's one from
Wow, real creative title we have there.
Yeah, there's one called Tiger Shark. There's one called Tiger Shark from 1932, I believe, which doesn't really have much to do with sharks, but it's basically the selling point.
You never heard of that movie, Shark, Luke? It was the first. It was the first
Dude,
in a
Shark?
series. There was Shark, there was Bear, and then I think Mongoose was third.
I think they did one. They did one. The original Old Yeller. It was just called Dog.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dead Dog, I think, is actually the full title.
Oh.
No, it was
Gross.
just Dog, and then it was remade as Dead Dog.
To capitalize on Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
There is
the
a dog
original
pool in the
Deadpool was
comics,
just called.
just so you know.
It was just called Man.
Man in a red suit.
That's my. No, it was just called Man. That's my favorite movie.
Well, the first movie
Honestly,
was
I
just
think
called
if you-
Movie.
Because it's in black and white, right?
Yeah. It's just called Man. There was no color.
You're cracking me up. What the hell? Or Fuego's a hair movie. Guy just gets smothered and choked on hair.
Hold on. Hair. I'm gonna look that up. Horror movie about hair.
Hair.
It's probably gonna come up as like.
Creep show.
Okay, there
Creep
is
Show
actually
2.5.
one. It's called XT, EXTE, or the subtitle is Hair Extensions.
Oh
Oh
jeez.
God.
Okay, I
I
gotta read
yeah.
this. I gotta read this. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
XT is a 2007 Japanese horror film written, directed by Japanese person.
Of course, Japanese. Of course.
The plot involves an aspiring hair artist, a Japanese name, who becomes an.
No. Don't do that. I want to hear you try.
You gotta
Want to hear me try this? Okay. Curry Yamada.
Oh, that's terrible. Why did you do that? Just move on.
You asked me to. Who becomes the infatuation of a triphilic man who sells hair extensions to nearby hair salons. The source of the hair is the stolen corpse of a girl whose dead body continues to grow beautiful and voluminous black hair that comes alive, driving those to use the extensions insane or kill someone. The movie was released in the U.S. as XD Hair Extensions.
Dude, haunted hair. That is money.
Whoa.
That's fucking amazing.
Leave it to the Japanese, man. They are.
And then the sequel, they had tried to put hair extensions on Godzilla.
I would love to see an urban remake called The Weave.
The weave.
Yeah.
and
The bun. Who
Yo!
called the bun? The sequel, the bun. The hair bun.
Pat just sent me a link saying someone is making a Slender Man movie,
The Losers, directors.
but it's aiming to shoot late 2016. Or no,
Oh, it is? It's aiming to shoot late 2016? Well, they
Yeah.
missed it.
Holy
oh
Moses.
my god! Honestly, I'm gonna have to watch XT now.
Where did Pat go,
It's
anyway?
from Dimension Extreme, right? I think I've heard of it.
XT,
Night of the Weave. Yeah, there you go. Night of the
Night
Weave.
of the Living Weave.
The ponytail returns.
No, we should make a movie called Night of the Living Weave, and it's literally just Night of the Living Dead, except for we photoshopped a weave on every character. Because it's in the public domain, so we can do whatever.
Attack of the Bush.
It's not a bad. What the?
Oh, that could go way wrong.
I think I
Just watch a movie
advise-
called Teeth. That's basically Attack of the Bush.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
I advise 0 people in this call or in the audience to Google Attack of the Bush. You're gonna find something else.
You think?
I kind of want to look it up now, but I don't want that in my search history.
Luke, what are you? No. I'm sorry.
Because then when I die, that's gonna be the thing that everyone talks about. Oh, in 2017 on January 1st,
Yeah.
he was searching up Attack of the Bush.
Who hasn't looked up that title?
And then there's gonna be my weird stoner cousin be like, "That's my favorite movie."
Oh man, too good.
All right, well, let me ask you guys this then to circle back to horror. Now, I've said on my show, yeah, we keep getting off of it.
We veered off.
I've said many times on my show that my favorite subgenre of horror is creature movies.
Yep, me
So
too.
what are
Oh yeah,
guys'
creature features.
Whew. All right, I can win this one.
Well,
I got
Jaws.
one.
Shit. Why did you say that? Brian's gonna go off now.
There you go.
No, we can talk about creature movies, but I was asking what everyone's favorite subgenre was. But either way, let's attack it either way.
All right, my favorite feature genre, subgenre,
Everyone.
sharks. Just every single one. Sharks or snakes crocodile snakes or sharks. That's the three main ones. I love.
I'm sorry. I meant favorite subgenre, creatures being one of them. I was wondering what Dino's and Luke's are because I know yours is creatures as well.
Jeez.
But we do need to talk about creature movies eventually too.
Yes, we do.
Brian got really excited and then really disappointed.
I'm putting him on a roller coaster of emotion.
But honestly, mine's. I don't know if this is a subgenre, but I really like when something can really happen.
Based on a true
I don't
story.
know what the fuck you would call that.
Inspired or based
But,
on
like,
a true story.
Something that
real
could
life
actually
horror
happen.
kind of things. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like more
Because I
serial
love-
killer stuff.
I don't know. I love listening to like those stories on YouTube where people will read off like true horror stories that have happened to people. I like shit like that. I like
creepypastas.
real stories, not creepypastas. Like stuff that actually has happened to people, you know? But
Okay.
in the like horror movies that I watch a lot, definitely slashers. I love slashers.
That's my
Yes.
second favorite.
I mean,
Yeah.
serial killers are closer to that than slasher movies, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, like crime.
Well, yeah,
crime
yeah.
movies.
I like those as well as dumb people in masks killing people.
Who's to say that's not true?
Dino,
Again,
what about
that's-
you?
Again, that's another
Yeah, I mean,
DVD quote right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I mean, because I do like, you know, you're kind of veering off with psychological thrillers and stuff, but I mean, you could kind of classify it into horror, certain types of movies that way. I like paranormal horror, stuff with the, you know, with a little bit more suspense and ghosts or, you know.
Like Poltergeist?
Yeah.
What's the
Remake, right?
Oh yeah, the remakes of fucking.
I mean, my favorite movie of all time is Rosemary's Baby. I mean, and that's
Is it really?
Oh yeah, oh Mia Farrow. Whoo. But I
60s Mia Farrow. Woo.
yeah, it's a little bit before the 70s there. See, so 67, I believe. But
Yep, never seen it.
yeah, it's oh my
68.
god, it's an awesome movie. But it's the atmosphere. It's you know what? There you go. Subgenre, cults, stuff like that.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I really
Did you like that one that just came out last year? What was the one about the Jonestown thing?
Oh,
know what you're talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. See, I
Well,
dive deep
what's
into
it
the
called?
documentaries about that kind of stuff, so did not see the movie.
The movie, a lot of people liked it. I hated it because I thought it was completely missing a third act. But outside of that,
Don't you hate that when a movie does that? When
it
the
happens
third
more
act
than
just
I'd
falls
like.
apart?
It
Honestly.
follows was a huge missing third act.
Exactly.
I thought.
I was about to say that. Everyone like dick rides it all day. It follows the greatest modern horror movie. I thought it was good, and then you saw the naked person on the roof, and that's when it fell off.
I like they call it
That's
the
when it
greatest
goes
modern horror movie, and yet it was entirely a throwback to '80s and stuff like that.
Which one you talking about?
Exactly.
Which one you talking about? What movie?
It
follows.
Oh, okay.
It should have been called
It's
It Follows very slowly,
It's
and if
shitty?
you walk
Okay.
at a normal fucking pace, you'll escape.
I was gonna say another one I didn't see. So, but you said '80s throwback, so I was kind of like,
Oh, it is a
Unless
huge
you're in a-
80s throwback.
There's one that's coming out called The Barn that looks really good. It's like a really big 80s throwback, and it's getting some good reviews.
Okay.
Oh, just like its 1930 counterpart, House.
There's a movie from 1986 called House. You gotta go.
I love that House movie. House 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Hell yeah, we did.
And then
I
the
have all
remake,
four.
the remake Apartment
have
is
all-
my favorite.
What is it?
I don't know if we're actually talking about real things, but
No,
I'm just
those
kinda
are the real
thinking-
things, actually. Yeah.
Are they really? What the fuck? I thought you
And
guys-
there probably was an apartment movie because I know there was one I owned, like apartment 493 or some shit. Like
Oh yeah, well
yeah.
that's. Oh yeah.
Or 100 Feet, where the girl's trapped in her apartment with the.
That's Famke Jensen, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the remake of Apartment Condo.
Don't forget the more Midwestern remake, Trailer Park.
I was just gonna do that too.
White trash breaks down the door, slashes her throat.
Pile of trash spray painted white. That's the killer.
Ghost trash.
White trash.
Ghost trash. Ghost trash. There we go.
What do you think, Cecil, on the? Do you like the '80s movies, the cheesiness of them, or not?
I
really
do.
a fan?
You know what I like about them that I wish still carried over to today more is the practical. I just loved all the practical, the creatures, the practical gore. They still get some practical gore in there, but it's always a little too slick. It's never as messy as it was back then, and I think the messy was always better.
Or even like a nice blend of the two. Like Terminator 2 holds up phenomenal because
that's
it's
so
a nice
great.
blend. Because when the truck comes off the overpass, they actually did that. It wasn't a CGI bullshit.
Yeah, there is CG in it, and they did push it to the limits, but everything else was practical.
They only did it when they needed to. That's the thing people don't understand.
Yeah, and like with
That's why
Alien,
good.
like Aliens, Alien 3, they all had practical effects that was not CGI in Alien 3. And then they have Alien Resurrection, they have all these CGI aliens, or CG aliens.
Well, only during the swimming scene.
Yeah, and it's like, you can totally tell. But that's also
the swimming scene where humans apparently have grown gills because they're underwater for like 15 minutes.
When I was a kid, I saw that, like, aren't they still down there?
Oh man, no, I love the bad movies even. Like Killer Clowns is great.
Killer Clowns is one of my favorites.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, by the way, you guys, here, oh man, there's no Facebook group to show you, but one a horror artist I really love. If you go to his Facebook, Isaac Bell, Izik Bell, he just had his, he drew a commissioned Killer Clowns piece that just got colored. It's so amazing.
Wait, how do you spell Isaac?
Izik. Last name Bell.
Found it.
Okay. Cool.
His stuff is so good. I actually don't know if he's posted the Killer Clowns colored publicly yet, but I could show it to you guys.
Okay,
Can't find it.
No,
Shit. Oh well.
But love Killer Clowns.
After what's it called? Eric was talking about Chopping Mall for like years or whatever. I finally got around to watching it. That is a
good bad
that's
movie.
a masterpiece.
That's
a
what I'm talking about.
masterpiece.
That's what I'm talking about. So bad, it's good. Have you seen Basket Case 2?
I have.
Oh, I love that. That's another movie that's just it's so bad.
That was with Belial, right?
Oh yeah, his twin brother.
Speaking of Chopping Mall, with the Vestron video releasing that movie, I got this. Have you guys ever seen Waxwork 1 and 2?
No.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With Hervé Villechaize.
Oh jeez, yeah.
This it came out in the late 80s, and there's like this scene near the end where all the Waxwork figurines come to life, and that's beautiful. Like they spent so much time in it. Yeah, it's so cool. They have all these monsters and stuff, like references to other
House
movies.
of Wax. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
It's like that. House of Wax.
No, House of Wax, isn't that with Paris Hilton or something like that?
That's the remake. But no, this one it's from the 80s. It's called Waxwork, and it has all the monsters coming to life at the end.
I could swear that people tell me that the Paris Hilton Waxwork is better than I remember it being.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird shit scares me. Like thinking about it, like mannequins creep me out. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly,
wait.
Paris Hilton was in it, but it actually wasn't a bad film.
Going from my car to the house at nighttime, like weird shit.
I just sent me that picture. Awesome.
Well, that is really good.
I'm telling
that's-
you, man. You know, and
That's
there's a lot
Isaac
of,
right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's very, very cool, man. Killer Clowns.
Better than the whole movie, technically.
No, Killer Clowns is awesome, Luke. Come on.
Oh no, I love it. It's
Okay.
no, I'm talking about like
It is just a bad movie, but it's
Yeah.
a really good movie too. It's so
Yes.
bad it's good.
Oh, and that's
the
what I love
stuff.
about
That's
the
a movie that
80s,
scares me.
man.
Not like actually, but like, what if I eat ice cream and I suddenly turn into someone who pukes it all up in a gross way? Who knows?
Which movie was that? The Stuff?
The
Is that what it
stuff.
Oh,
The
yeah.
stuff.
was? Just can't get enough.
No,
The
no,
stuff.
you can't just say the stuff. You gotta go the stuff.
There you go,
The
guys.
Stuff.
I got it,
Like
man.
stuck in your throat when you say the stuff.
There's the stuff.
Oh, Dino, don't eat it.
No, hey,
Don't eat what? The stuff.
When me and Ted did the show for it, the commentary, yeah, we both had one and we were eating the stuff, man. It was good. But that's another movie. I think that was an awesome movie. It was there were so many bad scenes, but it's the characters that pull you in. And
Kind of like sorry.
no, that's that's
Kind of
what I
like
love about
Chud.
it.
Chud.
I have not watched
Cannibalistic
Chud.
humanoid underground dwellers.
Well,
I
I
haven't
haven't
seen that
watched
movie.
it, and that's what we're filming
Long
that
time.
Monday. We're doing the commentary on Chud Monday, and I haven't.
Oh,
seen
that's
it
right. You
before.
are. Yeah.
There's Chud too. But
I've never been able to get my hands on Chud 2 on DVD. That's also
I have
Isaac,
it.
guys.
Yeah.
I have it. Actually, I got it from this place called VHS PS. They're they take
On
Yeah,
DVD?
They
Brian.
take-
Do you have any movies?
Who's
What?
that?
Brian, do you even like have any movies? I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you
okay,
have.
Yeah,
Luke's
Brian, you
joking.
should do some kind of update where you like tell people that you get movies and stuff.
Well, I do.
Because
I
I
just
don't-
released one a month ago. I'm working on one now. Movies.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Movies.
You should do one where you talk about your whole collection, maybe celebrating 1,000 subscribers. You should do that.
Oh,
I was planning on doing it, but it'd take like a week just to edit it, and then I have.
Brian, you should also do a video talking about if you've read any horror books.
Well, I review horror books. Are you just making fun of me?
Poor Brian.
And if there's-
get down on
And
you.
if there's a trailer for a Godzilla movie, you should react to it.
I've
And you
done
know
all
what? You
this
should
stuff.
you should make sure and tell me exactly what number trailer reaction it is too.
Oh no.
I do.
Oh, see, so I heard you talking today. I watched the one you just uploaded. I think. I think. Why do I keep getting his name mixed up? Jamie
Fuego,
Fuego.
fuego. It's Spanish for
Fuego.
fire.
Okay. Well, you guys said to start doing some classic films from the 80s and doing some reviews on those, and I think that's a good
Oh,
idea.
trailer reaction. Well, I saw Brian do one, and I was actually tempted, but I didn't want to just ape his style. So,
No, do it.
one was it?
Do it.
Which one was that?
didn't you do a retro reaction?
Oh
to-
yeah. The vintage trailer reaction and reviews.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea, but I didn't want to just like ape your shit. So,
No, do
Thief.
it, man.
No, just kidding. You can do it. I don't care.
Steal my shit.
Motherfucker. No,
I'm trying.
well,
I don't know if you guys saw. If you guys listen, if you're interested, listen to my State of the Channel address. It was last week's podcast for the new year, where we talk about how things have changed over the course of the 3 years. Like, I think we might start doing stuff. The horror show was always about spotlighting horror, but it's also kind of become about us, the hosts.
Oh yeah.
So now we might start doing some of the challenges and stuff. Like we did the Try Not to Laugh challenge. We might do the Bean Boozled challenge. I have some ideas for some fake challenges, like the Pop and Stop challenge, where I'm gonna pop a can of Pringles and just pour them all out and like celebrate like I didn't have to eat one, you know, kind of thing. Like it's just stupid shit, but it's I think it'll be fun because it's still the horror show doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually have sorry, shameless plug. I have a new vintage trailer reaction coming out for Phantasm, the remastered trailer.
There
Where
you
it's
go.
like I already recorded
J.J.
it.
Abrams behind that one.
Yeah, I actually recorded my reaction already. It's really good. It's a really good trailer.
Cool.
No, but Cecil. You know what I thought was really funny is I was looking at my subscriptions today, and I saw your Cult of Chucky video, and I love how like in the thumbnail the title you're really unsure. You're like teaser.
Teaser?
like
Question mark.
Well,
it's
we did ours, and
something.
I'm like, you know what? Why am I doing this? Because there
Yeah.
really is no trailer, but
They should have called it an announcement trailer. They fucked up.
Exactly.
They called it teaser.
I thought they did.
And hold on,
Call
I
it
got-
announcement.
No, they called it a teaser trailer. That's why I
I got-
posted teaser in quotes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like fuck. Let me look at the. I was looking at it earlier. It had like, hold on.
I gotta be honest though, those thumbnails, those are kind of fun because we have to think of something different every time,
Mhm.
and so we just try and get a little creative with it and make it its own. You know, our thumbnails are their own jokes
Yeah.
every time, so it's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It has almost 10,000 likes in comparison to 3,500 dislikes. So everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's. What was I gonna say? I know when I watched your Cult of Chucky trailer reaction, I noticed that you're like, oh, there's no bride or seed of Chucky in there. I'm like, I swear I saw some, but I don't know. And
Yeah, no,
There was bride, but I didn't see any seed. I
yeah, but
didn't
there's a
see-
scene with there's.
Well,
with
yeah, I
Chucky
think we'd
and
all
Chuck-
like to just kind of
forget about seed. Yeah.
or he jerks off into a cup. You know, yeah.
Oh jeez.
But then like Don Mancini, he directed a Seed, Curse, and now Cult, and
Yeah.
he never directed Bride. I thought that was
No,
Ronnie.
but he did create the whole series. I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wrote the
definitely.
whole thing, so.
He definitely wrote the whole series.
I was worried.
Even he's
Here's the
probably
thing: Don Mancini did Seed when he had the studio behind him, and then he did Curse when he had to do it on his own. So I have more faith in Cult because of Curse than I have less faith in it because of Seed. You know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense? Like,
Oh yeah, with this one, I'm kind of optimistic. But if Curse didn't exist, I'd be like, fuck it. I probably won't even see it.
Plus, Fiona Dorff's hot. Hot. I saw her in person at Mad Monster Phoenix 2 years ago. Her and Brad were here, and believe it or not, guys, I almost got Brad Dourif to do a station ID for the horror show, but he wanted $100.
Damn it.
He wanted $100.
He wanted $100.
I
Doug
would've
Bradley
given him
didn't
it.
charge
I would've
anything.
given him it.
Elvira did. Oh, actually, I paid Elvira 10 extra bucks. I basically bought her a beer to do a station ID for us. And then
wow.
John, the Crypt Keeper did one for us. Like it's so cool when you go to these conventions. You just ask,
Yeah.
and a lot of times they're just willing. So it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, Brad Dourif probably gets it 12,000 times a day. Do it in the Chucky voice.
I know,
You
and
know?
that's the thing. If I was gonna pay, I decided too late. I was like, I didn't want to pay the 100, but I realized too late. I left the con and I was like, fuck, I should have paid. So I went back and he was already gone.
It's strange that they even, you know, you think they make enough money that, you know, that kind of stuff.
I don't blame his
No, they'll
reason.
never.
The handler's reasoning was, well, the studio says he has to charge for it, and I think it's just he didn't want to do it for free. Which, again, in retrospect, I think if I had paid the 100 and asked him to at least do, you know, Ade Dewey Dembella, this is Brad Dourif, welcome, you know, something like that. Like, I think for $100 I maybe could have asked, but I was just too late on the deal.
Who knows? That's whatever.
Trick question. Not trick, pop question. Who directed the first Child's Play?
I knew this at one
It wasn't
point,
Don
but-
Mancini. It's
No.
fuck, I know his name. I did a review on it. I know it. Hold on.
Hurry up, look
No,
up,
no.
Luke, look it up.
I'm not looking it up. I'm trying to think.
He directed Fright Night. That's the hint.
That's what I know.
Oh, I can't remember.
You know his name is Tom something.
I've
It's
got
Tom
Alzheimer's.
something.
I'm
Yeah,
not
By the way,
very
Fright
good
Night,
with names.
you know what? Here's the thing. I'll bet we could have arguments all night, boys. But I actually do like some of these remakes. I liked Poltergeist and I liked Fright Night. Both.
I
of those
love the
remakes.
Fright Night remake. That's
The Fright Night remake is awesome.
It is
I
really
love
awesome.
that.
My favorite part-
Possibly because, you know, R.I.P. Anton Yelchin, one of the best young actors ever, and now he's gone.
Yeah, I know that's terrible. What,
It's Tom something, and it's gonna kill me if I don't think of it.
I wish that I saw him in Star Trek the other day as he was one of the officers on Star Trek. Anton Yelkin was.
Yelchin. Well, yeah, he's Chekhov.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's so sad to see him because he's gone at a young age.
Personally, I'm saddest because of Odd Thomas. Odd Thomas is one of the
haven't
best.
seen it yet.
Oh, dude, Brian, please watch Odd Thomas. It is so good. It is, honestly, I cried during it. The acting is so powerhouse. It is just a fantastic movie.
I'll definitely check it out. What was I gonna say? Okay, my favorite part of Fright Night the remake was when he tries to get invited into the house, He's like, when he burns down the house, he's like, don't need an invitation if there's no house. That was badass.
Oh man.
Hey Brady, if you're so upset, man, why are you still hanging out? I just switched back and Brady's like freaking out that we're not paying attention to him.
I know. I realized that, and then Morgan goes, "Chucky takes Manhattan."
There you go.
See, Morgan's in on the conversation. I like Morgan. He's a viewer of ours too. So
Yeah.
he's. And by the way, Morgan, if you're listening, Brittany will be appearing on the show more. So I know you're a fan of Jennifer Tilly and Brittany, and I think I know why.
There you go. Yeah, I saw her.
I could think of.
Has she been in a lot of the
two
other?
reasons.
I need 2 reasons. Fuck you, Luke.
Oh my god. And that's the
I'm
first
just
I've
kidding.
seen of Brittany.
Kidding.
Has she done other
No.
ones with you guys?
She's been on a few of them. Yeah,
Okay.
she's been trickling in a little bit more as she's been hanging out with us more. So
Okay.
Yeah, Brady, man, why are you so angry?
I know. I just saw the
You know
comments.
I'm
yeah.
done. Fuck this shit. Now we're addressing him, and he's already gone.
Well, I mean, he's been saying he was leaving for a while, so he might still be here. If he
Yeah,
is,
that's true.
hi.
Hey,
Hi, Brady.
Love to you, man. Love to you.
How are you?
Yeah, we
but-
appreciate you because he has been hanging in for like an hour at this
Yeah,
point.
man. Love you. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Did you really expect us to stay on topic and be serious?
Here's
Come
the
on.
problem: the Google Hangouts show me the live picture, so I can't watch the live picture while looking at the comments. So that's my
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I have to switch back and forth.
Yeah. Oh well.
That's cool.
But yeah, see, so I think that's a good idea, man.
He's
to
cute.
growing your audience and doing a little bit of different things and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, you know,
Why not? Why not,
it's
you know?
kind of the same thing that Pat was saying, though. Part of the reason why I'm doing something different is because it's keeping it interesting for me. I mean, we've been doing it the same way for so long. I wanna spread our wings. I want to do different stuff, and I think we've established ourselves enough that you know, we were always trying to create a brand with the horror show, and frankly, I have a question for you guys after this, so remind me to ask it. But as it's grown, you know, we've sort of become the brand, which was always the goal. So people like the horror show, they like us, or at least, you know, some people like some of us, some people like others of us.
Right.
But nonetheless, whatever the reason you watch the show, we appreciate it. And you know, we think it'd be fun to put ourselves in weird situations and see what happens. You know, it's fun to throw Susie out of her element. You know, it's Fuego and I do stuff all the time. I'm really bummed that he jumped off the call, but I think something came up. So,
yeah.
and then Marsha always, you know, is game for anything. So, it's just a fun evolution, but it's a way to keep it interesting for ourselves while still providing the horror content that we always do.
Yeah.
I'm a little drunk now, guys, so I go off on tangents. Forgive me.
No, that's all right, man. No, I think that's cool. That's what people got on me about. I do way too much stuff, man. I got a paranormal radio show I do.
Do you really? Oh man, that's great.
Yeah. I'm in the works of. I've talked to some big time people, man, in the industry, and I've been shocked as hell that they even came on to talk to me.
Dino, write down the name Jay and Marie Yates and the Cops Crew. They're a local ghost hunting group that's been on a bunch of different TV shows. And I can connect you with them if you want. They would happily jump on your show.
Okay, yeah, definitely, man. It's Paranormal Into the Night. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're the Crossing Over Paranormal Society.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good, man.
Cool. I'll link. I can link you guys up on Facebook. So.
Yeah. Do it. Always looking for different people.
They're really cool people. We did a ghost hunt with them actually in the Buckeye Jail here in Arizona. We did a whole EVP thing. It's a half-hour episode, and I structured it like an actual ghost hunting TV show. So it's actually a really good episode of our show.
Is it on? It's on your channel?
It is. It's. I think our playlist of real ghost hunts. There's one episode, and that's it. So
okay. But,
we have a
if I
second one
put
we've been
Ghost
editing for like 2 years. So
okay. If I put Ghost in there, it should come up then, right?
it should. You know what? I'll just go grab the link and forward it to you. Right
Okay. Cool. Yeah. And you've been doing this for how long? 3 years now?
Yeah, we started January of 2014.
Okay.
So we're starting our 4th year now.
And you mind me asking? Well, I'm doing a year and a half now, so I think we're doing okay, even on YouTube.
Where are you at, if you don't mind my asking? What are your numbers at? On YouTube. I mean, I again, you don't have to tell me specifics. Message it to me if you don't want to reveal it or whatever. But I'm just curious because it took us 2 full years to get to 1640 something. But we're a video channel. You're a podcast channel. Our podcasts on iTunes still don't do huge. We're in like the 3 digits, and that's about it right now.
Really? Okay. Well, see, that I think I'm opposite. iTunes, I think hit, believe it or not, 900,000 listens.
Holy shit! Wow.
Oh yeah. But that's really caught on, and I was telling them before you even jumped on about this past 2 weeks I've dived into analytics on YouTube, iTunes, and everything really, really deep because I have just been curious as hell on the viewerships, subs, how long people are watching, and all this stuff. So yeah, we're a podcast style all the way, but people still. We're close to 2,000 subs on YouTube, but I could also tell you, Cecil, and I'm not sure how much you dove into looking at your analytics and stuff. The subs don't mean shit. I mean, I hate to tell you, for me, and I've looked all the way up to the biggest channel on YouTube. The amount of subscribers that you get to look at your channel, you would be shocked as hell how many subscribers are actually watching.
No, my subscribers are 25% of my audience. 75% of our audience is outside of our subscribership.
Right, there you go. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I mean,
we check it out. It's cool. We actually just did a deep dive just recently at the end of the year to find out exactly where we were at. Yeah. We are watched in 217 countries, and
4% of my audience is from Chile. I don't.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. We're 56% U.S. 44% of our audience is outside of the U.S.
Exactly.
Yeah,
same here.
And within the U.S., what's really cool for us as an entertainment channel, we've been debating going to L.A. for a long time. So what's interesting is our top 4 states in the U.S., and I go into this on our State of the Channel address, but our top 4 markets are L.A. number 1 by a long shot, California. 16% of our audience is in California. And then the next one is 10%, or 16% of our U.S. audience, I should say.
Yeah.
10% of our U.S. audience is in New York.
Fuck.
The next one is in Texas, and then the 4th one is in my home state of Arizona. So what's great is, 4th is my home state, but the top 3 audiences are the top 3 entertainment hubs in the country.
Right. Exactly.
So that makes me happy. The right people are watching the show, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's exactly the point I was trying to make. So yeah, you dove into it. So you probably know, without getting into a whole big discussion on it, a little bit of what I'm talking about. So.
Indeed.
Because
congratulations on the iTunes, man. We've been struggling. I mean, we've been, like I said, we've been going for 3 years, but our iTunes is still in the 3 digits. But we don't bother with the, hey, make sure you subscribe and make sure you do this and that at the end, like we should.
Too much. Yeah, I mean, I should push a little bit more, but like I said, I really don't care. But me and Ted do our thing, and I just love doing it. But
good for you guys, man.
You would be shocked as hell. You know who our biggest audience on iTunes is?
No.
China and the Philippines and India.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a fucking million people.
I have no idea.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's crazy as hell. The analytics behind this stuff, and I mean.
Oh my goodness! Do you see this late horror show? It's very good, very good.
I must share them very, very quickly. There you go, 1, 2.
Share. I have a million friends that would love this. Yes.
900,000.
Me and Ted goofed on China so much in some of our earlier podcasts, and I guess maybe they loved it. I don't know, but yeah, it's amazing. I dove into all that, and it's a good thing that you did too, so you kind of understand where you stand on all the platforms and stuff like that, which are very.
If you're down sometime, man, I'd love to do a crossover podcast with you and Ted, where we could do like a part 1 on your show and a part 2 on mine, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm up for anything, man. So yeah, that sounds good. We'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love this stuff, man. Horror just
Oh,
rocks.
yeah.
And honestly, Dino, I am just so distracted by because I'm finally watching your show full screen. Usually, I have it on in a small window or on my phone.
Yeah.
You guys, you really like. I was, we have our set and we have some cool stuff. We have some cool artists that we rotate out the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Isaac sent me that stuff so I can print it off and put it in the background of our show.
Mm-hmm.
But you have some really cool stuff on your desk, man, and behind you.
Yeah, Dino puts a lot of people's setups to shame.
It's
You got
know what?
a lot of good stuff.
I've collected for many years, and honestly, I've said this before, and I've changed it over a few times, but it just became too much of a hassle, so I've kind of set. But I've got and I should videotape this, but I should do a walkthrough on all my stuff.
Yeah.
This is a small portion of what I've collected over the years, and I've got bins and bins and bins, and I've got a small museum of like 1,200 square feet on the other side of this wall over here that is just old stuff, toys, miniature robots, all kinds of sci-fi comics, you name it. It's just, my dad got me old trophy cases that I put them into and stuff like that, so it's set up sweet as hell. So I should do that.
Hey, would you guys be okay? I know I mentioned an idea I had before about the grand horror debate, and I'm still formulating that, but we had to get through the holidays. But would you guys be down for maybe each of you doing a separate Skyper with us, and we'll do a spotlight on each of your channels and
Hell yeah.
see,
Hell yeah.
do a little talk about what you do and all that good stuff. Brian, I have a question for you, and I'm just drunk enough to ask it because it might be offensive, but I'm hoping it's not going to be.
Triggered.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping we're buds enough that you're not going to take offense. I'm just curious.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
What's with the voice that you put on?
Oh,
I like it.
I like it too, but I'm just because you go in and out of it is the thing.
I think it's at first it was just to be different, and then now I kind of do it to extract different to show off different emotions. Like if I'm really excited, I'll do a certain pitch. If I'm really angry at something, I'll go like.
I like your welcome. I gotta say, I like that. That's different.
Welcome.
Yeah, good work on that. So I was just curious because every time I see it, it's like I said, you go in and out of it sometimes, but I like what you're going for. So I just wanted
some
to
people call me the Batman of horror movies.
Oh God, yeah. Well, just hope you're not the Christian Bale Batman.
Oh Lord.
Where's the trigger?
Where's the DVD?
Where is he? Who's your favorite Batman, Cecil?
Brian Gatto, of course.
No, this is very, very easy for me.
Val Kilmer.
No, well, clearly, no.
I'm just kidding.
My Batman is quite easily Kevin Conroy.
Oh, thank God you didn't say Ben Affleck, but okay.
No, Kevin Conroy.
I think Ben Affleck has a bright future as Batman.
I do too. Granted, the movie was shit, but Batman was great in Batman v Superman.
That was I don't know. You probably didn't. If you saw my 10 best and worst of the year list, like I did them both in one big thing. Mm-hmm. I put Batman vs Superman at like 4, and if Ben Affleck's Batman wasn't in it, it would have been number 1, undoubtedly. But that knocked it down a few spots for me.
Yeah, he was honestly, it wasn't even necessarily him. It was just the portrayal, like him beating the shit out of all those guys the way Batman really would. That was really cool to see.
It's not the I have one rule, and it's to not kill. Like he just doesn't.
They even did that wrong. They did that wrong in Batman Begins. Yeah, I know we're on a tangent here, and we'll circle back in a second. But let me just say, Batman at the end with Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul as it's supposed to be, says, "I don't have to kill you." Or I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. It's like bullshit. Batman saves the Joker time and time again, saves all the bad guys from dying because he won't let people die on his watch. Yeah. And that is one of his flaws, but that's not something he does. So they ruined that. Anyway, Total sidetrack. Dino, get us back on track.
No, that's all right, man. We can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Well, for me,
But-
I know we should get off Batman, but for me, I interpreted Batman not killing the Joker as, just as Joker said, they complete each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
that's
I
just
can
what
get us
think.
back on
What the
track a
fuck,
little
Bob?
bit, Cecil, because I know you're a big fan
What
of.
the fuck?
I know you're a big fan of The Walking Dead, and I gotta ask you, okay?
Well, yes and no. Can I
You're not.
just before you ask the question, here's what's interesting, and it
Okay.
ties into my channel.
Okay.
We have 3 videos of our, now let me double check real quick while I've got you guys on here. We currently have a total of 813 videos uploaded to our channel. Now, not all of them are available to be watched yet, but
Right.
that's how many are up there. And we have 3 of 813. We have 3 that have more dislikes than likes. One of
Walking
them,
Dead videos.
one of them is a Ghostbusters trailer reaction, and the other 2 are Walking Dead reaction videos.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I tell you what, those fans, if you disagree,
Oh yeah.
They are
if you
ruthless.
don't like anything, they rip you apart. Like, they don't want to have a conversation about why they're right. They just want to tell you why you're stupid.
Right.
Like,
No.
it is terrible.
I'm on season 2.
As big of a fan
Oh,
as
see,
I am,
that's the most boring season, Brian. So soldier through.
I'm halfway
for-
through.
2, 3, and some of 4 for me are just.
Oh,
Yeah.
every season's good. I mean, for me, I mean, it just, I continue on with it.
This has been rough, This season's been rough, man.
No,
It started out strong, but it's been rough.
Well,
After Negan.
No, can I say real quick, because my point
Yeah.
is this season, and Seesaw, that's what I was going to say. I don't
You
know.
just call him Seesaw?
I don't know if you guys got the same point of view, but I cannot stand the turn they took with having Negan just have all this control. I want to beat.
Oh, I
I want
love
to beat
Negan.
the living shit out of this guy. Okay, Rick is just
Well,
so.
that's the point, I believe.
I know that's the point, but you
Well,
don't.
here's the thing. Let me let you in real quick, because I've read all the comics.
Yeah.
And they did something different in the show that they didn't do, or that they did in the comics that they didn't do in the show, I should say. Now, when Negan shows up, it is very much. I'm not going to spoil anything, Brian. Don't worry.
Okay, I was going to say thank you.
Yeah, no, I won't. I'm very conscious of that. Come on, y'all.
That's why I
but-
don't listen. I haven't read the comics just because I just want to.
No, but what I'm going to tell you isn't going to spoil anything from the show.
Okay.
But it is something that they didn't do in the show, or at least thus far. And that is when Negan shows up, it happens like it does in the show, where Rick kowtows. Rick has no choice but to essentially suck Negan's dick.
Right.
And that all happens as it does in the comic. What doesn't happen is there's no hour and 15-minute excursion about Tara. Like, who gives a shit? But what I'm saying, what happened in the comics though, is at the end of that first arc with Negan, after the community and Rick constantly eat shit from Negan, and they're like, Rick, why aren't you going to do anything? We have to fight back. And he's constantly like, no, we're not going to fight back. This is the way it is. And you're like, methinks thou doth protest too much. And what they reveal at the end of that first arc is that Rick actually is talking to like 2 other people in the community, only 2. He purposely doesn't tell anyone else, but they are formulating a plan. He is not the bitch that he seems to be right now.
Yeah.
At least in the comics, he wasn't, because that was literally the very last page of that story arc, was him turning the corner and telling the 2 people, okay, so how do we, what's our next step? So they are planning a revolt against Negan, despite the fact that everyone thinks that he's not.
No, I see that. I see that coming, and I know that that's what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. But just the drudgery of me seeing Rick just pounded in the ground like this, and just what they're all going through, and this Negan is such an a-hole. I mean, like I said, I want to beat the living shit out of him. After everything they've gone through, this guy comes along and there's just no way out of it, right? And I know there will be, okay? But it's hard for me to get through these episodes right now, even though they're still great. It's just really
After the
bothering me.
premiere, for me, it all went downhill. So far, and then the mid-season finale kind of picked back up.
Yeah.
But
Well, I gotta
slowly
get
getting
going.
there
You guys
again.
got work in the morning.
Okay, Brian.
All
Thanks
right.
for stopping in, man.
No problem. Luke,
Yo.
Tom Holland.
Damn it. You've been waiting to
Same
tell
name as-
me.
I forgot. I should have known that because it's the kid that plays Spider-Man now. Is the same name.
Yeah, I know. That's what I always think.
Oh,
too.
yeah, he does.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Right.
See you, Brian.
Have a good one,
see ya.
Brian.
Thanks,
You
man.
too. Bye.
Ugh.
Do you guys like Real Nerf footballs, Morgan? Yeah, why not? Yeah, Real Nerf footballs are really good. They flow down
No,
water.
but
Go ahead.
I think Negan is my favorite villain solely based on Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performance. He is such. You can tell he's just having a blast with this role.
Oh, yeah, of course he is. I mean,
He got a permanent shit-eating grin plastered to his face. Of course.
Heck yeah.
And then when he shaved, he looked like a child, and I was like, oh my, I hate you even more now. Stop.
Isn't it funny? Yeah, he shaves and you're like, what the? Yeah, it's
The only way you can make him hate him more is if he carved a swastika into his forehead or something. Like, there isn't much else he can do.
Oh man! Speaking of,
He
Dead
keeps
Snow,
making jokes about Big Olivia too. Wow, we're sorry. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Dino?
Oh no, he said swastika, and I said, speaking of Dead Snow.
Oh, those were fun movies.
They were. I liked it. How'd you like the entrails? Just that zombie caught on a tree and just dangling way down off that. That was kind of awesome. I mean,
Yeah, dude, those movies were so fun, and I actually really like the actor that was in the second one. He's on Silicon Valley right now on HBO, which is an awesome show.
have not watched that. No.
Oh God, what's his
I know
name?
what
It
you're
was the
talking
dude
about.
with the glasses. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
No.
Those were fun movies though. I did indeed enjoy those. Enjoy those. Ugh, God, drunk.
That's all right, man. Hey, you know what? It is 2 hours here, and I think I'm gonna wrap up too here. So.
Fair point, man. Fair point.
But
thanks for the invite, Dino.
No problem. I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Luke, Cecil, thank you guys for coming on, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this every Saturday night at 11. I mean, so you guys are always welcome. Of course, you know that. Maybe we'll get some more, different topics to talk about. This was just spur of the moment type thing, first live stream, but yeah, it was fun. I liked it, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. Thanks, boys.
Yeah. So
Yep.
man, I will let you guys go. And
Cecil, one last thing. I'm down for that debate thing. Whatever. That sounds like a fun fucking time.
Yeah, the Grand Horror Debate. I think I'll invite the Late Horror Show. I'll invite you. I'll invite Pat. I'll invite Brian. I'll invite Spooky. And I found a couple of other people that I'll invite too. So I think it'd be fun. My only problem is I got to figure out how to mitigate repeats. Yeah, like if everyone chooses the same thing, it's not going to be much of a debate. So
Well, if you do, I would say pick like 2 or 3 of the best responses and then just use those. Like, if I were to have any insight on how to do it, I would like come up with some good questions and then ask all of them that, like kind of like an interview, and then use all the best parts.
what I was thinking about doing is just doing a tag thing where I'll say ours and then tag your guys' channels. And what I could do maybe ahead of time is have like a Facebook, not like a poll, but like a claiming thing where everyone can claim these movies. And if you don't claim them in time, then you got to pick a different one as your argument kind of thing. So,
okay. So it's like that sounds like a fun.
Yeah,
because then, you could be like, here are my responses to the Grand Horror Debate, and everyone gets their own video, and it also spreads people to other channels as well. That's
You
what I
could
was
even
thinking.
perfect.
You could even make a second channel just for that. Like, put it on yours, put it on everyone else's, and then just like be like, oh, if you want to watch like a mega cut of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea
here's
too.
this.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, it's got to
We should
evolve.
brainstorm
So,
this more.
yeah, exactly. Let's do it right.
Yeah, no, sounds good to me, man. Keep in touch, Cecil.
Yeah.
And
We'll do, guys. We'll do. Look up the Great Horror Debate episodes on my channel if you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, because we have 2 of them. So.
Yeah, I got to go back and check out a couple that you talked about there that I missed, because you got a shitload of them, but
yeah, only 800.
eventually get to them.
Just a couple.
They're all in playlists. I try to make it easy on you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Cool.
for right now, it says that there's 786 viewable videos for you. So.
Oh wow, and I've got 813 on there, so that's how many are waiting to be released.
Getting
A
close.
lot of backlog. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Cool,
Okay.
guys. All right.
Later, guys. Out.
Happy horror.
See
Have a
ya.
good night.